Alright, it's Thursday morning, the 14th of July, and I'm heading to Bozeman to meet up with the children and the adults from the Chief Dullknife College in eastern Montana. They traveled here yesterday and stayed in Bozeman last night. And first thing I'm going to do is take them on a tour of the foundry. I'm not sure how much videoing I'm going to do. I'm going to take my camera, take photographs of the first part. There will be parts that I will be photographing or videoing, but just not sure how much I will be able to do because I've got to be a tour guide and instructor all in one, and it's going to be hard to video and do all that at the same time. So let's see how the day goes. Well, I started out the morning at 10 o'clock meeting them at the Days Inn in Billings, Montana. Took them over to the Northwest Art Casting outside of Bozeman to go on a tour of that area. Scott Billis, who owns the foundry, was nice enough to take them in two separate groups through the foundry and show them the process and all that. And he showed them how molds were made and how castings were made in bronze, and they got to stand and watch bronze actually being poured, which is an amazing experience. If you've never done it in person, you really can feel the heat from that bronze. And while they were pouring, one of the molds broke, which was spectacular because it shot up flames. Didn't hurt anybody, just the bronze fell into the sand pit, which it's supposed to do if it does that. It happens sometimes. And then after that, we went up to my studio. I gave him a little talk about what I do and showed him some of the pieces I'm working on, including Sagittarius and the horse piece that I started up in Virginia City, Montana. And then we ended up in Virginia City. Well, I know some of you guys that are living in really hot, temperate areas right now in the summer, I'm not going to want to hear this, but it's in the 50s. I'm freezing my buns off up here. And it's raining. Anyway, I just finished saying goodbye to my friends from Lame Deer, Montana, and the kids are going back. They go to Lame Deer High School on the reservation over there, and just great kids. Absolutely the best behaved I've ever seen. I did a demonstration at a Beverly Hills high school one time, or a high school in Beverly Hills, and I tell you, those kids were the most misbehaved little twerps that I ever saw in my life. But these guys were just superb, well-mannered, everything. I mean, they were kids, of course, but you know, they're kids. But every one of these kids, a good many of them, have their ancestors or some of the great chiefs and the great warriors of the Cheyenne society, and fought at the Little Bighorn against Custer. It's really an honor. It was really an honor to have them at my studio today and watching me sculpt. I'm sorry I didn't get much video. In fact, I got almost none. And that's because I got up there to do the demo in the Elks Lodge, and the little plate that holds the camera on my tripod was back at the studio, which doesn't help me while I'm up there in Virginia City. So I couldn't take a video of it, but the local newspaper took photographs, and so I'm going to include that in this, or well, actually I won't get them tonight, so I'll have to include those at another time, and when I revisit the experience here. It was just a wonderful time, and the kids are now walking around in rainy Virginia City, looking at some of the old buildings. I took them to the building where the 6 men were hung and showed them the rope burn on the rafter where one of them was hung. They were just having a great time, so it's fine. They're probably going to get home about probably about 8 o'clock tonight. All right, well, that's it. And the lightning and thundering here, and rain and cold, and it's just a wonderful summer day. in southwest Montana. You guys have a great night. I'll be in my studio, I think, tomorrow. I gave them all the clay that I had, so I'm going to have to get some new clay softened up tomorrow. That's going to take a little time before I can start sculpting again. So I'm going to try to get that early enough that I can start sculpting. All right, I'm just babbling now, so have a good night.